What am I working on? I'm working on something that will change the world and human life as we know it.
Change it a lot or just a bit? You'll have to be more specific.
You want me to be specific here, in this room, with half the scientific community of North America eavesdropping?
Is there another way?
You could come back to my lab, I'll make you a cappuccino. I have a FEMA of my very own. Not the dilettante's plastic kitchen model. A real restaurant espresso machine.
Somehow I get the feeling you don't get out much.
You can tell that?
Yeah.
Actually, I've been alone working for a long time now. Hey, how about it? Are you coming with me?
Sorry, I've got 3 other interviews to do before the party's over.
Yeah. But they're not working on something that will change the world as we know it.
They say they are.
Yeah, but they're lying. I'm not.
Are you sick?
Oh, sure.
You're not a very accomplished drunk.
I'm always like this. Motion sickness. When I was a kid, I puked on my tricycle. I hate vehicles.
Should I drive more slowly?
No, just turn left. We're almost there.
This is it?
It's cleaner on the inside.
Listen, maybe this is a bad idea.
Too late. You've already seen it. I can't let you leave here alive.
I haven't seen anything.
Those.
Designer phone booths. Very cute. I'll bet you've got a really neat jukebox in here somewhere too. Over there, maybe.
No, that's the prototype of these. First one I had made. It works, but it's clunky. I call them telepods. They're controlled by this.
Thank God for that. You're very eccentric.
You think so? That would be great. I've always considered myself invisibly middle class.
I don't think you should worry about it. Okay, so what do they do? The phone booths?
Telepods. All right. As the magician says, give me something personal, an item of clothing or jewelry, something uniquely you.
You're joking.
No, I'm serious.
Ah. Well. I don't wear jewelry. Brundle walks over to the nearest telepod and presses a button on the door frame. The door unlatches with a click. Brundle carefully places the panties on the floor of the telepod, then closes the door again. Brundle returns to the computer, sits down on an old steno chair, and starts to click away at the computer keys. Veronica looks over his shoulder. The screen fills with techno-babble. This soon makes way for a 3-dimensional graphic of Veronica's panties which rotates on the screen. A data list appears in the corner of the screen outlining the panties' vital statistics, weight, dimensions, density, molecular configuration, etc. Satisfied, Brundle smiles, presses the accept button, and points to the first telepod.
Watch.
The first thing that happens is that the automatic door latch on the outside of the telepod slides shut. The latch is substantial, even massive, suggesting that it would not be a good thing for the door to open accidentally. Now, as Veronica watches, the panties begin to disintegrate in the telepod. It's almost as though we can see the atoms breaking off from the cloth itself and begin to float, swirl, swarm about in the bright cold light of the telepod. In moments, there is nothing left of the panties. The telepod lights flash once, then go out. Brundle turns proudly to Veronica.
Well?
Great. The world's largest microwave oven. I'm glad I didn't give you my Rolex.
No, you're missing the point. Look.
Teleportation?
Examine them carefully for authenticity. Make sure nothing has been lost in translation.
I don't think I get it. What happened?
You get it, all right. You just can't handle it. Your panties have just been teleported from one pod to another. Disintegrated there, and reintegrated there. Sort of. It'll change the world as we know it, right? Want me to autograph them?
This is incredible. How have you managed to keep this quiet? How could you do this alone?
I don't work alone. There's a lot of stuff in there I don't even understand. I'm really a systems management man. I farm bits and pieces of this stuff out to guys who are much more brilliant than I am. But none of them knows what the project really is. I say, build me a laser this, design me a molecular analyzer that, and they do. I just stick them together.
And the money? Bardic Science Industries finances this?
They leave me alone. I'm not expensive. They know they'll end up owning it all, whatever it is.
You haven't told them?
When I'm ready.
An insistent little beat begins to sound from somewhere under Veronica's chic padded jacket. She drops the panties onto a coffee table, fumbles around in her jacket and pulls out a small tape recorder from an inner pocket. Brundle is stunned. She's been taping him.
Oh, no. Not that.
Why not? You want me to get the quotes right, don't you?
Don't do it. If this gets out now, it'll be a disaster.
Oh, I'm sure you're exaggerating.
But I'm not exaggerating.
What do you think I'm doing here, anyway? Don't give me that naive bullshit. I'm a journalist. I was sent to that party by Particle magazine. You knew that.
But I thought this was, personal. I wouldn't tell any of this stuff to a journalist.
But you did tell this stuff to a journalist. And you know what? I think you did it intentionally. I think you want me to tell the world about this. You just haven't admitted it to yourself. Listen, it's been real. Veronica's almost out the door. She obviously has no intention of hanging around to discuss it. Brundle picks up her panties from the coffee table. Veronica pauses, turns. Brundle balls up the panties and throws them at her. They unfold in midair and flop harmlessly on the floor between them. Veronica shrugs and smiles a "what can I do?" kind of smile. She leaves. Brundle slides the door closed after her with a slam.
To be continued.